Hi guys, Paulie Ando here. What I want to talk about today is basically training with your kids. I live in Briz and I have a 6-year-old boy named Jagger and he lives in Bundaberg. So every second weekend I drive back to Bundaberg and I have him for a period of time. I wouldn't actually train on the weekends because I don't have a whole lot of time with him. I like to do stuff with him, and then sometimes I do have to leave him with mum or my sister-in-laws or whatever. But generally, I try whatever I'm doing. I just try to incorporate him into that. Now, about 6 months ago, we discovered the exercise park down at Nielsen's Park, Bargara. And usually I'll say to him, what do you want to do today and what do you want to do tomorrow? And we'll go to either the pool, the beach, or certain parks, the bike park, monorail park, monkey park, or the exercise park. What I noticed is the request from him and his cousin Kale to come to the exercise park more, because it meant that what they saw was me working out, and then they started playing on the exercise equipment as well. So it was actually funny to see. So then you're like, so what do you want to do tomorrow, mate? Oh, let's go to the exercise park. And it just made me think how much kids, they don't really listen too much to what you say, especially as they get older. They look at the example that you set, and whether that's with food or with diet or with how you treat people or how you treat your spouse, things like that, that's how they actually learn, from seeing the example that you set. So they're pretty much going to follow what you tell them to do as far as that aligns with what you actually do yourself, the examples and the actions that you set. And this has been really good for me in changing the dynamic in Jagger and I's relationship, because it is challenging when you're a single parent and you want to see your kid a lot more than what you do, and for whatever the circumstances that don't allow that, it makes it hard. But incorporating him into my training, into like putting him in the pram, taking him for a run, as opposed to leaving at home, oh daddy will be back in half an hour, I'm going for a run. Like, he loves that stuff now. He wants to go for a run. Like, he wants to come to the exercise park. He wants to be involved in that. And that's why it makes a lot of sense for me to incorporate him into my vlogs, because this is what we were doing anyway. So if it was just, oh, daddy wants to shoot some camera now, like, down at the park so that I look like this is what I'm doing, he's the type of kid to be like, what are you doing, Dad? What do you mean? But this is second nature, and even having the camera on him all the time. He said to me the other day, he goes, you're always filming me, Dad. And I said, yeah, mate, it's because, I miss you a lot, so I get all this footage, and then whenever I miss you, I get to watch the footage, and then, until I see you again. And he gets it, and so now he loves having the camera on him.
What are you going to do, mate? How are you going to get out of it? You going to tickle him to death? Couple of punches there, I think.
And it's good to see him, or giving the example of, this is who Dad is. Like, whatever is being said or he's being told, that's one thing. He'll make his own decision because he's a very intelligent boy. Now, I do struggle a little bit with the diet side of things. To be absolutely honest, because I only see him for these sort of 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, every fortnight. I like to take him for treats, or we go to Macca's for a meal because that's what he wants. And now that I'm on camera and I'm actually putting this stuff out there, I'm changing how I do things like that, and I'm actually going to incorporate him into making a few treats. So, like, for example, some paleo treats that a good friend of mine has got me onto, so that he's still getting the sweets but without having to go and eat the crappy processed stuff as well. So it's a journey for me. I don't have it all sussed. I do have my training life in order, and I do incorporate him into this, and I have for a very long time. So today, it's train with the kids. Don't make some excuse that, oh, I can't go to the gym because I've got the kids or whatever. Take them to the park. I'm going to do a series of park workouts to show you just how effective you can do calisthenics or use the apparatus down at parks to be able to train. And when your kids see you doing that, it looks like you're having fun. You're doing chin-ups and it looks like his dad's being a monkey or dad's mucking around. And when you have that fun element of training as they get older, that's what they'll remember. They won't really remember so much what you tell them or specific events like coming to the park. They'll remember how you made them feel. And for him, I want to make him feel like he is the absolute object of my attention the whole time I have him, so that, when he has days, maybe later on in life when he's questioning things, he'll remember like, no, Dad took me everywhere. He made sure I was surfing. We're always doing things. We're always going places, and he always made me feel like I was a part of his life, not like, you wait here, I have to go and do this. So train with your kids, set them an example, because they're not going to give a shit what you tell them. Really, they're not. They're going to remember the example that you set for them. So if you can't make the change for yourself, do it for your kids, do it for the legacy you're leaving, do it for them so that they don't have the health dramas and problems later on in life. Because most people will do more for others than they will for themselves.